Good morning, people, on this fine, beautiful Thursday, 10th of July. What is the crack? The weather is the crack. It's unbelievable. I love the heat. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And it's like Spain weather. It's probably proper hot. It's class. I'm loving it. So, welcome back to the YouTube, people. If you're watching this, good morning. Good evening if you're watching in the evening. If you are watching this, I much, much appreciate you. I love you for showing some love, especially following this, I don't want to say journey, it's cringe, but you know what I mean, following along my my bodybuilding prep and the start of my my YouTube and all that crack. So much, much appreciate you. And if you're new, first time watching this, or if you're back again watching another video, please do subscribe. It was 19 subscribers. I didn't get one from my last YouTube video, so we need to get that 20. Come on, 20 subscribers, come on. One of you out there who isn't subscribed, please make my day. Please make my day. And I will much, much appreciate it, and you will honestly make my day. And get to that 20 subscribers is the first landmark. So, I'm currently outside, we're in the car, outside Micro Supplements, in Bandon Road, I suppose. Must top up, and I will show you what I get in a bit. Just do a bit of an intro here, I said. And yeah, you saw what I did this morning, got up, got my cardio done in the gym. I'm getting it done properly. You saw their average heart rate was 143 beats per minute, and you saw I start off on level 10 to get my heart rate up, and I finish on like 32 minutes. So it takes me about 2 minutes to get my heart rate up when I'm going that speed on the Stairmaster. Get my heart rate up to the 130 to 150 beats per minute. When it's in that zone, then cardio starts, not before. So get your heart rate up. When your heart rate's in the targeted zone that you want it to be, 130, 150 is what I always recommend. And then the cardio starts, not when your heart rate is 80 and 100. All right, you need to get your heart rate up. And then when your heart rate's up, that's when cardio starts. Okay, that's the whole point of cardio, is getting your heart rate up and keep it then steady state in that zone. So get it done, but get it done properly. Okay, so that's your little tip for the day to start off the video. My arm is getting a little bit shaky there. And yeah, I'll just bring you through the whole day. What I'm eating. Today's a rest day, so food is a bit lower. Bring you through what I'm eating, what I'm doing from start of the day to the end of the day. That's what I did all this morning. Dropped Molly to work there about, half an hour ago. Made my way straight out here then on the link. So handy getting this job done. And I need a bit of a top up on a couple of things. So that is that. That's a bit of an intro, people. I'm back again about a minute later. It's 11 o'clock. I need to have my first meal. And rule number one, as Kuba Chelin, I think it's pronounced. If you watch him on YouTube, he's a professional bodybuilder. He's pretty intense, so if you're not into bodybuilding, you probably won't watch him. But if you are, I would highly recommend. He's really, really like educational and really, really good on YouTube. And the guy knows his stuff. So never leave the house without a meal. I do that with myself, and that's what I tell my clients to do as well. Don't leave the house without a meal, and then you simply won't miss. So, meal number one is not very exciting, but I'll show you anyways. It is a no carb meal. It is a beautiful portion of, it doesn't look too beautiful, mince and veg. Hopefully you can see that. Whoa. 190 grams of mince, 5% beef mince, and 2 handfuls of mixed vegetables. There's courgette in there, there's red pepper in there, and there's a bit of leeks in there. So that's just my veg portion for this meal. Where's my spoon? I'm going to have that now before I go in, because it's 11 o'clock. I need to have my first meal, or else I will be behind on the day, and that's not ideal. We don't want to be catching up on anything. Where's my spoon? There it is. So that is meal number one, people. 11 o'clock. 40 grams of protein and 10 grams of fat from the mince. So it's just a pro fat meal, which is just protein and fat meal. No carbohydrates from this meal, just to start off the day. And yeah, that's my meal number one on a rest day. So I'm going to have that now before I go in to get that in. And yeah, I will see after when I get home, and I'll show you what I got in the supplement shop. Yes, people, we are back in the casa, in the gaff. A bit later, it is just gone 2 o'clock. I called over to my parents and also called into my nan. So that was nice, enjoyable, and I went for a walk with my mom as well. So last time I checked in with you was about 11 o'clock when I had my first meal. I'm just having my second meal now, which I'll show you. I have 9,000 steps done, but 2,600 of those steps are from cardio. Steps and cardio are separate. So however many steps you do while you're doing your 30 minutes cardio, 20 minutes cardio, 40 minutes cardio, whatever you do cardio, steps and cardio are separate. Your steps are your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. You're just walking around your steps, you go for your walk, you're walking around the gaff, walking in the shop, all these things, you just move around on the daily. In cardio then, where your heart rate is elevated. Your steps aren't, your heart rate isn't elevated. It might go up a small bit, but from your rest of heart rate, but your steps then, your cardio is where your heart rate is, as I said earlier on, 130 to 150 beats per minute, where it's elevated and it stays in that elevated heart rate for a period of time, whatever it is. Okay, so another note there. Meal number 2, going down, and then I'll show you what I got. So a little tip for you there, you see, my peanut butter jar is on the scales. Now I put it on, turn it on, put it down to 0, and then you put it in your spoon, so you're taking out exactly how much you need, so you're not missing grams there. We do exacts over here. So I need 7.5 grams of peanut butter. Whoop, that's 6. So I'll put that in there. That's the way I would recommend doing it anyways. So put on your sauces, whatever condiments or sauce you're having, because they do add up. Especially now when I'm in prep, they need to be exact. So, because they 100% they do add up, even if you're in a diet and you want to make the most out of your diet and your fat loss phase, be accurate. Okay, don't be letting things slip, because these things do add up, like your milks, your sauces, your condiments. They 100% do add up, especially with like peanut butter now is obviously a bit more calorie dense. And just keep them consistent then as well is the most important thing. Like my veg, I don't weigh my veg, but I keep it consistent. I probably at some point, maybe later on down the line, maybe I will weigh my veg if necessary, if Christian says do it, but I keep my veg consistent all year round. 2 handfuls of 2 to 3 different type of veg in my meals, and I just keep that consistent. So consistency and accuracy is key. Now I'm going to mix that in there now, and I can have all this, so I'm not licking any extra grams off the spoon. This is included in my 7.5 grams of peanut butter that I'm having. And I will have every gram of that. So, meal number 2 is again a no carb meal. The rest of the day, I have 3 no carb meals. And yeah, I have one in the morning, as you saw, my mince and veg, and now I'm having chicken and veg. With a little bit of fats again in this one. So I put in 3.5 grams of extra virgin olive oil and 7.5 grams of peanut butter to make up like 7.5 grams, 8 grams of fat for this meal. So 8 grams of fat, 40 grams of protein from my 170 grams of chicken breast, and 0 carb. So I don't find like I don't need, you often hear people say this, they don't have carbohydrates in the morning, they've more cognitive function, concentrating better. Sometimes carbs might make you feel sluggish in the morning, maybe for some, depending on what your goal is. But yeah, I kind of find that maybe a small bit, but when I do have carbs in the morning as well, if I'm pushing up body weight and building muscle and that's the goal, I'd have carbs in the morning where my food is way higher. But I prefer, just personal preference as well. Pro fat meal, keep you nice and full as well. And then have my carbs later on in the evening for my meal 3 and meal 5 meals. So my meal 1, 2 and 4 are no carb. So let's get this in the bowl. My veg. And I will have a little bit, so same veg as before, a bit of red peppers, courgette leeks, and I will have a little bit of rocket leaves as well with this, to get a variety of veg and micronutrients into me. So don't be slacking on those as well. Which is the most important thing, but also like a little bonus, they're gonna keep you a little bit fuller as well. But just for overall health and stuff, have your fruit and veg for sure. Now let's put it in here, savage. A new seasoning I've added into my arsenal is cumin. Really, really nice. It tastes like, I knew it tastes like something. And then Molly said, it smells like she didn't taste it, but it smells like the chicken tikka from Subway, which is elite. So, would recommend that for sure. My seasonings, I always go salt, pepper, cumin and paprika are kind of my go-to. Maybe a bit of herbs every now and again, maybe oregano or thyme or something, but they're my go-tos. Rubber spatula is key to get every single piece of sauce and food out, so the pan stays clean, but also you're taking everything out of it, so there's nothing left behind. Peanut butter is elite as well. Halfway through, 12 weeks deep, food is starting to taste a little bit more tasty, shall we say, for sure. So, meal is in. Didn't take too long, obviously. But it was tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Now, I will show you what I got in the supplement shop. I treated myself to a purple 3D, which is banging. Great flavour. Usually things are not the one, usually. Fly's getting in now because the window is open behind you. Yeah, great flavour things usually don't slap at all, but this one does. Really, really big fan. So I treated myself to this. It's like $3.50. So it's a nice treat every once in a while. Also topped up on Omega Pharma Pro from Train by JP. It's a really, really high quality, probably the best quality Omega on the market. For 180 capsules, I think it's €42. So myself and Molly both have these. We have 2 a day. So it lasts us 3 months. So 42 divided by 3 is €14 a month. It's definitely feasible when you break it down like that. That costs about, you probably won't even get 2 pints for that out and about these days. So food for thought. Don't be spending, yeah, you could spend less money than that on a super, super poor quality, SHIT quality Omega. There's plenty of them out there. So we want a high dose of EPA and DHA. It's just a breakdown of the Omega. So this is the best one on the market. I'm into all this stuff. I'm a nerdy about this stuff. I research it, make sure I'm getting the best. So I recommend the best as well. So, and you spend a bit more money on it, but it's the best quality going into your body, and you're going to get the benefits from it health-wise. So I always would recommend that. And don't waste your money on shit quality is what I always recommend. And boom! Ah! The cream of rice, custard cream. I ran out. Well, Aidan, my cousin, if you're watching this, cuz, he took the last pack last week, and I was like, oh my god, typical. Because I recommended him to get cream of rice on his plan, and then I got him to give me some of his. I ran out of that in a couple of days. So I went in today going in to get the maple syrup flavour, which they said they had in stock online. Turns out they didn't. And then I had your man looking, rooting, high up, low down for the maple syrup one that might be stored down the back of the cupboard or whatever. He was he put in a lot of effort for me. I said, really appreciate you, G. I need my custard cream rice. Food is tasting, as I said, a little bit more tasty these days, so I really, really wanted it. Because maple syrup and custard cream are my 2 favourites, so yes, there was one stored back at the back, and that they said they were out of stock of this online, not the maple syrup, but it turns out it was vice versa, and they'll be getting the maple syrup. Hopefully it'll be in next week, they said, so I'll be going in to get that. So I have options. I like options. Same with my protein powders. I like options. So whatever I'm feeling on the day, so I'm actually going to make that. So I'll have it for later. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I got. Those 3 things. So nothing major. And yeah, that's the crack, people. That's the crack. I need to get back to a couple of clients now, so I need to do a bit more work there to finish off, and then I'm collecting Molly, I believe, in here about 4 o'clock. So that's an hour and a half away. So I'll just do a few bit more bits and bobs. What is on my to-do list? I love a whiteboard, me. I love a whiteboard. There's a whiteboard on the fridge there. There's a whiteboard here to write down my to-do lists If I have it in front of me, I just need a to-do list. I love a to-do list. And I love ticking boxes. So, vlog is on here. So I'm going to take that because I'm vlogging. Get cream of rice. Tick. Oh yes, I need to order that. Get coffee. Oh yeah, my coffee this morning. Get green Monster. Not usually a fan of the green Monster, which I'll be having there now in a minute. That's my caffeine done then for the day. I had my coffee this morning, I'll have a green Monster. I've been craving a green Monster. Not craving, but like wanting to try it again. I had the Lando Norris again, the second time, this one. Instead of buying a 4-pack, I'm just going to try it one more time, and it was really, really nice. I like it. It's nice and subtle. A lot of people aren't a fan, but I like it. It's decent. Like a 6, maybe even a 7 out of 10. Meh, we'll say 6. We won't get too excited. Oh yes, the coffee this morning. That's what I was going to talk about. So, I'm a coffee drinker now. Which is like, it's great, but it's not great. Because this coffee crack is no joke. $3.50 one costs. Now you saw the iced coffee I got this morning with Mal. And Mal's very, very happy because for the past 7 years that we've been together, Molly's been trying to get me on coffee. Not get me on it, but like she's always like going for getting coffees herself. She likes coffees. But I'm like, nah, I don't like them. Don't like hot drinks. Don't like tea. Don't like coffee. Never liked the bitter taste of coffee. But went over to Brighton, was it 2 weeks ago, to see my brother and my little nephew, which we had a great time. And he has a coffee machine in his gaff. Who doesn't love the smell of coffee? Maybe some people don't, but smell of coffee is lovely. And I was like, yeah, go on, give us a bash off that there. Let me have a taste. And I tasted it. I was like, jeez, that's actually not too bad. And that was just straight black coffee. No desserts over here. And no desserts for our coffees. Came home to Mal then, after the weekend. I was like, Mal, we need to go get a coffee. And she was like, what? She couldn't believe it. She could not believe it that I was saying we need to go get a coffee. After my little taste, I was like, yeah, I need to get one. I need to try it. And that was about 2 weeks ago, and we got about 4 coffees that week. And I was like, Jesus, my pocket here. There's just holes in my pocket. Money falling out of it. This coffee crack is no joke. So this week, I've only had one. That was my first one this week, and today's Thursday. So, and it was the first iced Americano that I had, and it slapped. It was so nice. It was so nice. My favorite one yet. It was $3.50 for one though, and it was gone. It was so refreshing on a day like today as well. It was class. It was my favorite one. So iced Americano is the way to go. Straight up black coffee, because I'm hard. And yeah, it was class. Now I'm a coffee drinker. I think it must be prep. It must be. And myself and Ma get one together, which is always a little nice too, because obviously there's a couple of things that we can't do at the moment. Who knows, I might get a coffee machine one day. Maybe. But we're not good. We won't get too excited. We will not get too excited. It's kind of the coffee update, people. I was mad to give you that update. My new experience of life. It's time! Alright. Been wanting a green last couple of days. Where's my coaster? We'll get the green coaster to match. Sick. We'll see. I just feel like it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Energy is good today, people. Energy is good today. Energy on the whole is relatively really good still. Maybe a couple of days where I'm feeling a bit bleh, but nothing major at all. Appetite's still absolutely fine. Oh yes, come on! Cheers, people. Hope you're having a fine, fantastic day. Yeah, it's alright. It's nice. Last time I remember having one of these was in Spain when I was living in Marbella. That was well over a year ago. We left there a year ago, so it's probably been a year and a half since I've had a green Monster. And I think I was turbo bulking at the time. Food was probably 3,500 calories plus. I threw it away. I didn't have it. Went down and got another one. It was rotten. So this is what I'm saying, people. My taste buds. I'm telling you. Funky. Funky, funky, funky. And I'm looking forward, right? It's me being a bit weird on my YouTube, because this is my YouTube channel and I want to show myself. I'm a bit weird behind the scenes, like. And I kind of want to show, not that I want to show my side, like I'm a weirdo or whatever, but like, be me. Be unapologetically you is something. And I always remember Christian, my coach, shout out bro, him always saying to me, there's only one thing different between us all out there, especially in this fitness coaching, online coaching game, is our personality. People buy into people. I bought into Christian because I like him. He's sound. I F with him and his vibe and his crack. There's a lot of amazing coaches out there. He's one of them. And the same goes, like, that's something I take into my coaching. I'm kind of going on a bit of a ramble here, but it's kind of on point with my YouTube and stuff, is, yeah, be unapologetically you and be unapologetically me. And just, yeah, be a bit of a weirdo that, like, only probably Molly sees, to be honest. And she knows. And you know, like, with your loved ones or with the people you're closest with, even like, yeah, I'm a bit of a weirdo as well, but like with my cousins and stuff, we're all a bit weird. But like, you're not that with everyone, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's what I kind of want to show. Just be unapologetically me. Be a bit weird. Like, I love my monsters and just like cracking them up and sniffing them, being a bit of a weirdo. That's just me though. So, cheers to being unapologetically you. And it's nice to change it up. Obviously, white is the GOAT. But, yeah, it's nice to change it up. So, just finishing off a bit of work there, people. Getting back to clients and whatnot. And I am going to go collect Mal then. And then I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the evening, to be honest. I have most of my steps boxed off, bro. Oh, everybody says that, and myself and Molly just take the piss. I'm just saying it now all the time just to kind of be annoying. Boxed off. Boxed off this. Boxed off that. Couple of steps boxed off, bro. She's like, yeah, all right, bro. Take it easy. You're just doing a couple of steps and you're working. Relax. Work block number 1. Boxed off, bro. Shut up, you muppet. 50 carb drop on both days, boy. There we go. Sweet. Sweet as a nut, brother. And yeah, just touching on that point again. Like, there's nothing worse when you watch somebody on YouTube and they're completely different than if you meet them in person or whatever. I just hate the thought of that. Like, someone maybe meeting me, like, not that I'm a big time YouTuber or anything with my 19 subscribers, hopefully 20 after this video, is like, you know, like, say, like Cork, for example. Cork's a small place, you bump into people. And, like, say that I was coaching them or whatever, or I met them in the gym, or I met them out and about in town, and then I'm totally different to what I perceive that I'm online and stuff. That's just the worst thing ever, isn't it?